I've learned so much over the last 2 seasons that it's difficult just to pick a couple things in particular. I think each year has come with its own set of challenges. My first year was a little bit to manage my expectations a bit. I think often I wanted too much too soon and made a lot of mistakes. Whereas last year, I had to almost accept where we were at some points and try and bring the bike home, which was really difficult for me. But I think I learned a lot last year. I learned so much more about the category, how to save my tires better, how to manage the races, and I enjoyed it a lot actually last year. So going into my third season, I've learned so much, understand what I need to do to go faster, and I'm looking forward to getting the year started. I'm more ready than I've ever been. I've had probably one of the best Decembers and beginning of January that I ever have. I've already done some of my fitness testing and stuff, and my numbers are all better than I've ever had. So, what I've been doing has been working for me, and I'm really excited to get started. We made a good step from my first season to my second. I think now going into my third year, I understand everything so much better that I expect to be stronger. And, I really feel ready for it this season. Whereas going into last year, I wasn't so sure because I ended my first season in MotoGP in a really tough spot. But the second half of last year, I made good improvements, felt strong every race, and took the maximum whenever I could. So, yeah, I'm happy with the way things ended at the end of last season. Not with the results, but the way I was riding. And we've got a bit of work to do, but I'm confident I can definitely improve my finish from last season. I believe so. I believe 2022 is my opportunity. Like you said, my first year was cut short with COVID, and I felt the first half of even last season I was really still learning, and I didn't understand things properly yet. In the second half of the year was where I really started to put everything together a little bit more and understand what I needed to do to be a better MotoGP rider. And I think now I can start the season in a much better place. And I think I can do something really good. It's difficult to say always because things change and you never really know what situation you may find yourself in. But I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling good, and the team's been putting in such huge effort and such hard work that I'm sure we can do something good this year. Definitely. For KTM to put their trust in me for such a long time is amazing. It's going to be more than 10 years that I've been in the factory KTM team. So it's amazing to be part of a company for that amount of time. It's most of my career coming from Moto3 to MotoGP. So it's fantastic to see. I can't thank the guys at KTM enough. It's an amazing opportunity for me, and I know I can give them the results they deserve and what we're capable of. So there's a lot of hard work still, but I'm super, super keen to see what we can do. I've always thought about how cool it would be to win in KTM's backyard. At the Red Bull Ring I've always thought it would be an amazing feeling. I'd won there in Moto2, and it was a special day for me. So I could only imagine how cool it would have been, and to actually get it done was amazing. Obviously we had a lot of help on the day with the weather, but I had it was an amazing feeling to be at the home of Red Bull and KTM, and to cross the line first was so cool. And it's a pity I was the only one for the season, but we got another chance this year. Well, I think at the end of the season, already in 2021, I improved that slightly. I felt like I was qualifying a little bit better, not where I need to or not where I wanted to, but better. So I think I've made small progress in that area. And, in the racing side, I always seem to find something extra on a Sunday, especially for the race. So it's something I always try and keep in my back pocket, but it would definitely be great to try and qualify a little bit further up the grid more often. For sure. I think 2022 is going to be a big year for us. I think our package, we in a spot at the moment where we're competitive and strong, but we're not quite where we want to be. And I think this season's going to really help us to make that next step. And hopefully it comes sooner rather than later. We're all here to win. We're all here to fight up front. And that's what I want to do. I'm not happy when I'm racing around in between 5th and 10th every weekend. So I've got some work to do. I know I can improve a lot of things myself, and KTM have been working non-stop. So I'm confident that we're going to find that little bit extra. Yeah, I mean, it was tough not having my family at any MotoGP races until the end of last season. It's crazy because it all starts with just, yourself, your mom, and your dad. That's your team, And it's crazy that once I got to the top, got into MotoGP, where we've aimed to be in my whole career, then all of a sudden they can't come watch. So it was a little bit difficult for us all. But it was definitely an amazing feeling to have my family there in Valencia. Pity I couldn't give them a better result, but nevertheless, I did my best. So, I think, it was a difficult 2 years. Didn't get to see my family too much, which is difficult for me because I spend a lot of time with my family throughout the year. But I have such an incredible team and such amazing people around me in the box that, it's really awesome. I look forward to coming to the track. It's, I have such a good relationship with my guys, and when I arrive at the track, it's never felt like I'm going to work. I don't think it could feel like you're going to work racing a bike for a living, but it just makes it so much better having such amazing people around me, for sure.
So
I'm looking forward to having a more normal season where we're able to go to the away races. It'll be my first time going to Argentina, Japan, Malaysia, Australia, and a few more on the MotoGP bike. So in a way, it's cool because these are all first-time places for me. But I'm so happy that we're going back to a more normal calendar. One thing I haven't enjoyed in these last 2 years is the back-to-back races. I really like to arrive at a track, start fresh, and on Sunday you're on to the next place, not have a week off and repeat. But it's been cool. I'm so glad we actually got to do a decent amount of races last year. And now, hopefully, it looks like we can do a normal full calendar this season. So it's going to be great to go back to these places. My favorite tracks are normally the away races. So I'm really looking forward to going there on the MotoGP bike.